What's up, it's Jan, back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. This is gonna be a 24-hour readathon vlog. First of all, this is gonna be one of my chill 24-hour readathons, okay? Just first and foremost, getting that out of the way. We are gonna be sleeping. It's Tuesday night. I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I have my day off tomorrow. It's 9 p.m. I was supposed to start this at like 6, but then I was like, let me get my nails done. And then I had to go run another errand. Then we had to eat dinner, and now it's 9 o'clock. So we're gonna go from 9 p.m. to 9 p.m. I guess I'll set a timer just to like have it going. I kind of have a game plan for this. Here are my first okay? I for sure want to read The Christmas Tree Farm. I'm not about to wait another year to be in the festive season to read this. Plus, there's a Christmas tree farm literally right across the street, and I want to take a cute photo for Bookstagram. But I think first, I'm gonna start by finishing the last 170-ish pages of The Striker by Ana Huang. I know some of y'all are probably sick of me talking about this, but it's probably gonna be a high 4 stars. I'm kind of getting annoyed by the brother. I've always been glad to be an only child, and Vincent in this book has just further confirmed that for me. This is, I believe, Ana Huang's first sports romance, and it's set in London. We follow Asher, a famous football player, soccer, because it's set in London, and then Scarlett is a ballet dancer who ends up training Asher and her brother, Vincent, and Vincent and Asher hate each other. Vincent goes off to Paris, which leaves Asher and Scarlett together alone for the summer. Sparks fly. Okay, we're 400 pages in. I want to start with this book, finish it, get it out of the way. It'll feel great. My audiobook is going to be The Heiress by Rachel Hawkins. I have about 3.5 hours left of this audiobook, so I need to do chores tomorrow. I need to work out one way or another. I need to clean. This place is a disaster. I cannot just sit on my ass and read all day tomorrow, unfortunately, but when I'm doing things, I at least have an audiobook. So this will be the first audiobook. I honestly have no idea what's going on, and I'm 74 pages in. I just know there's a murder and we're getting multiple timelines from multiple characters. And I do like the audiobook because I believe it's a full cast, if I recall correctly. I haven't listened to it in a few days, but there are like articles. It feels like Evelyn Hugo almost, because there's this heiress who's telling her story. Okay, we gotta cover all the formats, these 24-hour readathons. My Kindle book is West by Edith Pettot. You might say, oh my god, haven't seen that in a while, or never heard of that book. I loved East, which was the first book. And this is the sequel. It's a duology. It has really short chapters. It's super quick. I think I want to say like 30% through this one. I don't really want to unlock my Kindle and see, but this one goes by really quickly. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this, but it's there if I feel like reading on my Kindle. It's a middle grade fantasy, and it feels like Narnia-esque. There's a troll queen, there's a white bear, there's some like magic in there. The main thing is that I can't remember what the folklore is based on, but our main character's mom is obsessed with a superstition of which way were you facing when you were born, and that direction determines your personality and lifestyle choices and shit. I don't know. There are some intense moments in here so far, and they're on this journey to prove that someone is alive. I'll just say that much. Those are the for sure books. I have a palate cleanser, Manga. I haven't read manga all month. It's currently December 17th, so this will be for later tonight or super early tomorrow or in between full novels. We'll see. This is Chainsaw Man Volume 3. This is the only manga I have. I don't have graphic novels either. I do have this novella, Killjoy by Holly Jackson. Apparently this is the prequel to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which I love. The entire series, 5 stars. So hopefully this is also good and I can fly through it. Maybe I can even find the audiobook because I love the audiobooks for Holly Jackson's books. So there's a shorty patorti if I need that. Oh, the other goal is to try a chapter of every book that I have left on my 24 for 2024. Because here's the sitch. I said in the beginning of the year, or I guess the end of last year, that I would unhaul my 24 for 2024 books if I don't get to them. It's my channel, I can do what I want. I don't really want to do that anymore. But I also don't want to like fully cheat and just not read them at all, you know, and keep them on my shelves anyway. So one of my fellow vampies, my patrons, Tiffany, had this brilliant idea to read a chapter of each one. I never said that I have to finish all the books. I just have to read them. So, well, at least I don't think I said that. Someone's gonna prove me wrong. Someone's gonna be like, look at this screen recording. Regardless, I'm gonna read a chapter. I'm gonna gonna try each book. I'm technically gonna be currently reading like 25 books by the end of this, but whatever, because I already have, I think, 15 on my roster right now. I know, shameful, but it could be worse. I know people who have it worse and they're currently reading tabs. This way, I've tried every single one. I've started every single one and I don't have to unhaul any of them. Will any of them stick? I don't know. They're all chonkers. That's why I kept procrastinating on them. At the end of 24 hours, I'm gonna calculate how many pages I read, because I'd rather count pages than books finished, because I've been so bad with finishing books, for one. Two, that feels like more of an accomplishment to count the pages. I finished my 10th book an hour ago, or not even an hour ago, like 20-30 minutes ago. I finished my Lair Bloody Read. I'm not counting those pages for this readathon. I'm counting them for my daily page goal, but not this readathon. God, how is this almost 9 minutes long? Anyway, so I just finished that and I've only read 10 books this month and it's the 17th. That is atrocious for me personally. So we gotta change that tomorrow. We gotta just crank out some books and also enjoy what we're reading. So I'm gonna sit here and try to finish The Striker, or at least read another 50 pages or so. We'll see how long I can stay up tonight. I'm not gonna try too hard because, like I said, I've been sleeping like shit. So we're just gonna do our best. We're gonna start the timer. I'm 7 minutes late. I wanted to start at 9 on the dot. Since I have Android, it does go to 24, not 23:59. Oh, that's my Discord. So here we go.
Hey, where have you been? I've been looking for you now and then. Someone just like you, who can make me feel the way you do. 'Cause if
I just yawned for the first time, so we gotta make some coffee. I read 40 pages and the brother finally knows about their relationship, finally. So hopefully he's less annoying now, because he's very protective. Let's go get some iced coffee in our system, shall we? I love you forever, forever is over. Folks, this is the last time you're gonna see my face for the night. I will still be reading, but I won't update until tomorrow. This hair needs to be washed, and when it's washed, I'm out of commission for the rest of the night. Because yeah, I just look like a drowned, insert rabid animal here. I got to page 460. I do believe that I could finish this if I really tried tonight, but at the very least, I will finish it super early tomorrow, depending on when I fall asleep tonight. But I think I'm just gonna stick to this. It reads super fast. Anna Huang is one of my favorite romance authors, if not my favorite. I 5-starred all of the Kings of Sin books that are out. I want to reread them because I now own them physically. This is probably going to be a high 4 because there were some cringy moments and it is a little bit too long. One thing about me, I love my long romances. Like those Lauren Asher Dreamland Billionaire books are pretty long. Mariana Zapata's All Roads Lead Here. I don't mind a long romance as long as it's done well, as long as there's good tension. It doesn't even really have to be slow burn, but I would prefer slow burn, and if there aren't a lot of cringy moments. This gets a little bit melodramatic during the sex scenes sometimes. Not a fan of that, and like I said, Vincent kind of pissed me off at times, and I feel like I'm not as obsessed with this main couple as I am with the couple from King of Greed or King of Sloth. I think it's just the fact that it's a sports romance, to be honest. I really don't give a fuck about the chapters when they're actually playing the game or training or whatever. I just want to know if they won or lost, how intense it was maybe, and the emotions that come with said win or loss and the aftermath. That's what I care about. I care about the characters. I don't care about the actual game because that doesn't do anything for me. Like, I feel like even if it's a sport that I enjoy, like if this were volleyball, I feel like I still wouldn't feel much because it's fictional, you know? I mean, I'd be proud of them if they won a big game or whatever. Again, the aftermath. But that's pretty much why it's probably probably gonna be a 4 as opposed to a 5. But I will update y'all tomorrow on my final thoughts. But for now, I will bid you adieu. I don't know how long I've been reading, probably like an hour. See you in the morning, hopefully bright and early. Good morning! I've got updates. First of all, we've already got less than 13 hours left and I feel like I've accomplished nothing, but I did finish The Striker. I got up at 4 today. Joey just left for work, so now we can like hone in on all of these, you know? I read the last like 76 pages. I am giving it like a high 4. I really liked the epilogue. I loved the library scene at the end. One of my favorite scenes was still the surprise cake scene towards the middle. There were 2 epilogues. One was really funny and one was really cute, and neither of them had pregnancy in it. So honestly, could have been a 5, but Vincent was just annoying at times. He was a little bit too protective, and I know that was his role, but still got annoying. Otherwise, the family drama in this, the family aspects, the characters' relationships or lack thereof with their parents, I liked how some of that got resolved or confronted. There was also solid chronic pain rep because of her accident. There is a 3rd act breakup, but it didn't take up too much of the book. It was fairly close to the end, to be honest, but it also didn't feel too rushed. We had a couple time jumps, but I think it was resolved pretty quickly. Didn't drag on too much. Like I said, I love my long romances, so it doesn't bother me that this is almost 600 pages long. Could it have been told in maybe 400 or less? For sure. But I didn't mind, honestly, because Anna Huang can do no wrong, is what I always say. And then I decided to do the try a chapter thing for my first book, for my 24 for 2024. Did I say I have 6 or 7 books left? I started Curious Tides because it was out here and all my other books were in the bedroom and I didn't want to wake Joey up earlier. I read the first chapter, I read the prologue, and there was like this beginning part. This is like dark academia. It's what I've heard, what I've read in the synopsis, and it gives those vibes for sure. There's also moon magic, so that's exciting, and there are all these houses that serve certain people with certain abilities. Each house has 3 different abilities, like healers, which is what our main character is, Emery, and then there's these things called shadow guides who like help the dead cross the veil or whatever. And there's a bunch of them. They're all in the beginning, so I will be referencing that beginning a lot, but a lot of them are very straightforward. Like shadow guide, you can kind of associate in your mind, you know, it's not too far-fetched to like pair them with their abilities. Like healers, easy. Reapers, who have like death touches. There's seers. Dark bearers are like darkness manipulation. Light keepers are light manipulation. Wordsmith's ability to manifest things into being, things like that. So it's not too complex yet. There are people who drown in these tides at the Dovermere Cove, and it's the #1 rule to not go over there because a lot of students have died. I think there's some sort of mystery. Emery is not the only one seeking answers, so there's more to it than just drowning. And then we meet the school's most reclusive student, Baz, who is already well versed in the deadly nature of darker magic and whose sister happened to be one of the drowned students and Emery's best friend. So that's Romy. And she's like obsessed with this best friend. Like not obsessed in that sense, but they were really close friends. So she's really grieving about it and she's figuring things out. Anyway, that's all I got from the first chapter, and it was like 20 pages. And then I read the first 2 chapters of The Christmas Tree Farm, which I'm really liking. I think I'm going to continue with this and just stick to it until I need a change of genre or format, since this is going to be my second romance today. But I would love to finish this today. It seems like it's going to be quick. I've read the first 2 books, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe and The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and a lot of people are saying that this is their favorite one so far. Cinnamon Bun Bookstore was really disappointing. I thought it was going to be more fall and whatever. I have vlogs where I read that. Pumpkin Spice Cafe I gave 4 stars, so maybe this could be a 5. We start the book off at this Christmas tree farm. It's now owned by this girl whose cousin gave it to her, I don't know, and she's like really grumpy and everyone is too scared to like welcome her because she's been resistant to the whole small town thing. And then this guy who's visiting, Bennett, his dogs just come running, and she was like, what are you doing here? And he was like, I'm just visiting. He's attracted to her, and then his sister convinces him to attend a town meeting. It's literally the same vibes as Gilmore Girls town meetings. I freaking love it. Like, everyone's a little bit cuckoo, you know? All the small town vibes are there where everyone's just shouting things out and talking about the most random shit that's kind of trivial and irrelevant, but they're making it a whole big deal. So now Bennett is assigned to be, what the hell is her name? Kira? Her welcome committee, because everyone else is too scared to do it. And there's like this mystery thing. A lot has happened in 25 pages, but I'm gonna continue this. When I feel like getting up and doing things, I'll listen to The Heiress. I'm gonna finish my coffee first and sit here and listen to the Spotify playlist. Hey, I lied. She did not inherit this farm. I'm so dumb. It was left to a cousin originally, and then she bought it because she felt like she needed something for herself in life. She like saw influencers buying property sight unseen, which I never understand unless you're like filthy rich, which she kind of was, very like everything was handed to her, but still she didn't realize how old the farm was. She didn't realize how much work needs to be put into the main house and starting a business in general. She just bought this place without even inspecting it or anything, or seeing the place and what it looks like and how run down everything is. So Bennett goes to play hero and Bennett the builder and tries to fix things because she doesn't have heat. He just points out all these things that are unsafe, and it really bothers him that she's dealing with all these things because he has this tendency, this instinct to fix things and protect her. After just meeting her, he just feels like he wants to help her. So that's that. I'm 54 pages in. I'm watching booktube while I'm reading because it's very mindless, but it's definitely slowing me down. So after this video, I'm definitely going to turn it off, just put some lo-fi on, get about 100 pages in, and then I'm going to eat something because I'm getting hungry. Disclosure, I took like an hour-long nap, but then I was wide awake until page 164 of Christmas Tree Farm, and I'm really liking it now. It took a little bit for subtle gestures, subtle slow burn-esque things to happen, but on the other hand, it made me realize that I'm not a huge fan of the sworn off love trope, because Bennett has a past thing, right? As one does. He's just like, I need to break this bad habit. I can't go back to like loving, feeling needed, and that's why he has this helping kink or like tendency to want to help people and fix things, because he loves feeling needed, and he's like, I don't want a repeat of the last time. I need to stay away from Kira. He's like sworn off that. I just hate when characters are in denial and they're just doing all they can, forcing themselves with like everything they have to not feel the way they feel. It depends on the circumstance, but if it's like nothing stopping you but yourself because you're scared to feel the way you feel when you know the other person's also attracted to you, like, why? I'm gonna take a walk, get some fresh air, and then come back and hopefully just be able to binge this. Maybe hit page 200, and then I need to film something for Patreon, which shouldn't take too long, and then I want to finish this so I can move on, because I'm not doing too hot during this readathon, y'all. I just need momentum. It'll feel good to finish this because I rarely start and finish full novels for 24-hour readathons. I do a lot of finishing current reads, and if I do start and finish books, it's really short books or graphic novels or manga. But full novels, even though this one's kind of short, well, 340 pages, it just feels like a bigger accomplishment when I start and finish them in one vlog. I will see you later with another update. There are some parts where I'm like squealing, swooning, oh my god, just kiss already. So I'm really enjoying it. The Snowstorm segment of this book is making me feel things. They're so cute. They're so cute. And the way they're talking to each other and telling each other about their lives and their past. I hope there's no third act breakup for some stupid reason. Also, he's supposed to leave soon. He's gonna decide to stay because he works remotely. He's gonna decide to stay. It's gonna be one of those because there's no way she's leaving the Christmas tree farm to move with him. They're so cute. I love them. And I love that she is opening her mind to nice guys. I feel like a lot of us have been there where we have that phase where we're just attracted to assholes and can't explain it, you know? Why are we like this? And like, what the fuck does "oh, he's too nice" mean? I mean, I've definitely said that back in high school. No, even in my 20s I've said that, so that's embarrassing. But now I got a Joey who's like the epitome of nice guy, so character growth, my dudes. Anyway, Bennett gives major Joey energy, major cinnamon roll golden retriever energy, and I love him. I love them, and I love that there's a snowstorm. It's so good. I'm 200 pages in. I think I want to switch to reading a chapter of something. Part of me really wants to tackle A Day of Fallen Night, just the first chapter, as in like the first segment of the prologue, not even the whole prologue. Honestly, I was flipping through and the font is way bigger than I originally thought. So honestly, it's doable. A couple of my patrons said that they actually like this better than Priory, so I think it's good that I'm starting with this because I think I'm definitely a chronological girly as opposed to reading the prequel afterwards in publication order or whatever. That might be controversial, but I'm starting with A Day of Fallen Night. I'm probably gonna be very confused at all times, like 100% of the time, but we're just gonna roll with it. And then Projections by S.E. Porter has like 6 pages for the first chapter, but the font is tiny. This Woven Kingdom is like 10 pages, and I already read the prologue a few weeks ago. A River Enchanted, I started, but I'm gonna restart, and I think that has like about 30 pages for the first chapter. I'm gonna do at least one more, try a chapter, and then go back to Christmas Tree Farm. The Heiress, I was actually enjoying. Like I said, there's a part where it sounds like Evelyn Hugo. It has those vibes where it's just this old lady talking about her life, not reminiscing, but recounting her mistakes and confessing things. And the narrator sounds like a sophisticated, rich older lady. So it's gotten better, and I have less than 2.5 hours of it, I think. Maybe a little bit more than that. I put laundry away, I did dishes. Oh, I also filmed my 2024 journal flip through for Patreon. Now it's, I think, 2:30 probably. Part of me wants to sit at a cafe tonight and have some hot chocolate. I wish there was hot chocolate with caffeine. Wait, isn't that just a mocha? No, but there's a difference. Like, hot chocolate has like a different sweetness than a mocha. Is that just me? I don't know. Christmas Tree Farm is looking good. I'm gonna attempt first chapter of A Day of Fallen Night. Wish me freaking luck. At the very least, it'll give me another 10 pages to my page count today. I don't even know what I'm at. Probably over 300 now. That's exciting. Hopefully I could hit 500 at least. Wait, I forgot this was a 24-hour readathon. Hopefully I hit 1,000. Ooh, I should read my manga soon. I want to finish the Christmas Tree Farm before I read my manga. Okay, let's do things.
I've been warned about you. They said that just one look and I'd get caught too.
It's like an hour or two later. I'm gonna have to extend this somehow because I'm a failure. What time is it? Like 6? I literally have 3 hours and 45 minutes left. I can definitely finish Christmas Tree Farm. You guys are just gonna see what's gonna happen. If anything, I'll extend it to tomorrow night because it's my channel. I can do what I want. I should have done the stop the timer thing because I dicked around too much today. I can finish books though. I can. Oh my god. It's Wednesday. I don't even know what I have planned. I think I was just gonna do a mood reading vlog after this anyway, so might as well continue to mood read, finish more books in this vlog. We'll see how much I can get done for the rest of the night. At the very least, I'll extend this until I go to sleep tonight, past 9 p.m. Okay, I'm gonna put my winter lo-fi on and finally finish this book. I have less than 100 pages left. The steamy scenes are so good. They're so good. I think this could be a 5. Hello. It's like 7:30. I finally finished book 2 of this readathon. I'm giving this 5 stars. I don't even care. I am officially a Christmas romance girly now. I turned myself into one this year between this and My December Darling. The Wedding Witch was a miss, but yeah, I think I'm a Christmas romance girly now. I love the ending. Ooh. Y'all almost fell. Predictable. It's very Hallmark movie, as with all these books, but I mean, I love that. I honestly love Hallmark movies. I love watching bad Christmas movies every year, and they're all just so bad, but they're so good. They're just so mindless and fun to watch. The girl in here also loves watching bad Christmas movies, so I thought that was funny. There were a lot of relatable lines in this. Not even like deep things, it was just things like that, the little traditions that she does, or things Joey and I say to each other. It was so fun. I could see myself definitely rereading this like every couple Christmases. Oh, the mistletoe motive is another one I still own, and that one's really short if you're looking for a Christmas novella. I love that one too, by Chloe Leese. This one's my favorite in the series by far. I know the 4th one comes out beginning of next year. It's called Strawberry Patch Pancake House or something like that. The 5th one was just announced, called Gingerbread Bakery. It's ironic that I don't have the first book in the series because I like that one. I gave that one 4 stars. I should just buy it, honestly. The second one I think I'm gonna unhaul because that was kind of disappointing. The covers are just perfect for these. I love them so much. There's not much to say. I mean, there was the 3rd act breakup that I predicted. It wasn't rocket science. It does just end the way a Hallmark movie ends. It's a romance, happily ever after, am I right? I just love the found family in this too. I think I've also turned myself into a found family trope gal because I used to not be a huge fan. It was very hit or miss with found family tropes, but it's been pretty consistent lately with these small town romances especially. I think that's what's it, is if it's a found family in a small town romance, I love it pretty much every single time. Found family in fantasy, sometimes I don't really like for some reason. All the Christmas vibes, all the wintry, like I said, there's a snowstorm. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And it didn't end in pregnancy. Always gotta point that out because that would be a trigger warning for me. Next book I'm gonna read is the manga, Chainsaw Man Volume 3, just to make sure I get a 3rd book into the 24 hours that I originally had planned. And then we'll see. I think I want to color and finish the Heiress because I have 2 hours left of that. That would be nice so I could start a new audiobook on my way to work tomorrow. If that's the case, if we could get 4 books in. That one's definitely going to take me past 9 p.m. though. But I do want to color and finish this picture for color by number. I love color by number, y'all. I highly recommend because it's so mindless. Oh, I also have a little haul. Some of y'all probably saw this on my story, but I got this hat that says yeehaw, hell yeah, and then woo in parentheses. It's from my new favorite song called I Only Do Push-Ups When I'm Drunk, and it's by this band called Good Hangs. Just randomly found them on Spotify, and I love that song so fucking much. It's so catchy. I literally listen to it daily. They have 25 of these. It was limited stock, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna snatch. Like, it was $20. It's originally $30. This is so cute. I just love the woo. And then speaking of yeehaw, Rebel Blue Ranch, Wyoming. And I got it in baby blue because I figured, you know, it only makes sense. Rebel blue, baby blue. I only have one other crew neck that's this color. This is from Literature Stitches. Shout out to Ellen Catherine for her discount code. And then Joey, we just give our Christmas presents early. We just open our presents on our own. We don't give them to each other in front of family because that's kind of weird. But got me this shirt that says based on the novel by Stephen King. I love it so much. I'm excited to just like casually run errands in this with ripped jeans. Super cute. What did I read this year by Stephen King? I read, oh, Misery. Next year, Pet Sematary. Or Salem's Lot. I think Salem's Lot is what I want to read. Everyone keeps telling me to read Pet Sematary, but I'm scared about the children part because I don't want to read about children. We'll see. I do have a cool edition of Pet Sematary though. It's like an old vintage looking one. Anyway, I'm gonna read this manga instead of babbling and wasting time. Sorry, the lighting is so bad all the time. I hate the lighting in this apartment. Oh my god, it drives me nuts. Joey's reading Genital Grinder.
Good old.
I'm gonna get demonetized. Some light reading.
Don't think anything less of me, people. I'm still very nice, I promise.
He DNF'd Secret Santa for that. I finished Chainsaw Man Volume 3 with 20 minutes to spare. So, yay. 3 books in 24 hours. That's not bad. I'm gonna continue this vlog at least until I finish The Heiress via audio, and I'm gonna color. I don't know how far I am in the physical book. 56% in, and I have less than 2 hours. It's only 8:50. That should be doable. cool. And then that should be enough footage for this vlog, right? Short and sweet. I got a decent amount done today. Oh, I didn't even review this. This I'm giving 3 stars. It's so unhinged. I always forget how utterly unhinged this is. Like, Junji Ito is unhinged, but it's like horror. It's not like weird, vile. Someone threw up in someone's mouth in this. Okay. There was also one dude who was like,
"It's so sunny outside. It makes me feel like I just took a nice dump."
and I'm like, I don't see the correlation, but all right, you do you, boo-boo, you know? Every time I'm reading it, I'm like, do I even want to continue this series? I really don't know what the plot is, but I'm just rolling with it. I just like seeing how unhinged they get and what these characters get up to, and I feel like each volume has been episodic so far. It doesn't feel like it's a continuous plot other than the weird characters with the chainsaw faces and they're just trying to defeat something. Who fucking knows? I don't know why I'm reading this series. But I really like the second volume. Maybe I'll read a couple more and see how it goes. Otherwise, I might DNF this series and move on to something else. My library that I work at doesn't have a lot of manga available that I'm interested in. Would I like Black Butler? Let me know, because that's over there. I still have the Death Note omnibus that I could read, but I want to read that in like one huge long sitting, because it's like over 1,000 pages, I think, but it doesn't have page numbers, and I have to be like home all day because I'm not lugging that brick around. I also forgot to do fun facts. I'm gonna do fun facts on soccer for the striker, peaches for the Christmas tree farm, and oh, there was something they ate. I'm gonna do ramen. They had ramen and it like tasted bad. Oh wait, no, this lollipop. No, we'll do ramen. Okay, soccer. Brazil has won the most World Cups. The first soccer balls were made from human heads, while in Europe during the Middle Ages they were made from inflated pig bladders. That's crazy. Okay, that's fun. Peaches, because in the Christmas tree farm, he calls her Peaches because she's from Georgia. Oh, peaches originated in China. I didn't know that. They're part of the rose family. Also didn't know that. There are over 2,000 varieties of peaches. What the fuck? Freestone peaches have flesh that separates easily from the pit, while clingstone peaches have flesh that sticks to the pit. Interesting. Oh, and in China, peaches are considered a symbol of good luck and longevity. Fun facts about ramen. I love how I just like do this in bulk. In China, long noodles symbolize longevity. So do peaches. Now we know. And cutting a strand of noodle is considered unlucky. Wild. That is it. I'm gonna continue this vlog. I'll probably end it, I don't know, tomorrow after work, and then I'll start a new vlog, but we will proceed. We have like 6 minutes left of the official 24 hours. Oh, not 6 minutes. It's 9:09 is when I started, so 14 minutes. So let's color, shall we? So I finished my coloring page. I have about an hour left of the Heiress, and it's getting pretty freaking good. Loving learning more about Ruby and all the shit she's done. It's intense. Much better than I thought it would be. Second half is definitely better than the first half, which I don't say often. It's feeling like maybe a 4-star, depending how it ends. Depending on if there are more twists and stuff. I wasn't expecting this to be a support women's wrongs type thing. I didn't really read the synopsis, but probably should have. I'm intrigued. I think I'm definitely gonna finish it tomorrow morning though, on my way to work / at work, and then we'll end the vlog after this just to get another book in this vlog since I am so close to finishing this book, and it's a library book, so I would love to return it. Also wanted to say, shout out to Gabby from Gabby Reads for texting me all day during this 24-hour readathon and asking about my reading progress. She couldn't join me with reading today because she was busy, but she held me accountable throughout the day, and it's just so much nicer. Like, it's gonna be a thing now. Every time I do this, I'm gonna text Gabby because she keeps me going. And she also talked about it as like Evelyn Hugo, but make it murder. And I'm like, we are on the same wavelength. That's exactly what I said. And I thought it was a little bit far-fetched. When I was saying it, as it was coming out of my mouth, I was like, this sounds dumb. And then Gabby said the same thing, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not the only one. Maybe it doesn't sound as dumb as I thought, because Gabby is a smart cookie. Honestly, I had so much fun. I love doing 24-hour readathons. I'm glad I got a book done that was a current read. I'm glad I got my first manga of the month. I'm glad I read a book from start to finish. It's been a good, relaxing day, and I got a bunch of chores done, so cannot complain. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow with my final thoughts on The Heiress. I'm going to sleep soon. It's been a long day. Oh my god, y'all. If I look disheveled, it's because I am. I helped my mom decorate the Christmas tree. That's why I haven't been able to update, but I'm gonna end the vlog here. I do have one more update though. Well, first of all, I calculated my page count for the 24 hours. I didn't count the pages I read before the readathon, even though it was the same day, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't count my A Sorceress Comes to Call pages, but I read 824 pages. With A Sorceress Comes to Call pages, I definitely would have crossed 1,000, but alas. I also didn't count today's pages for The Heiress, which I finished, and I gave it 4 stars. I know I was missing some parts. I think, especially in the beginning, I wasn't as locked in as I was by the end, and I re-listened to a little bit of the epilogue to make sure I got certain things correct. It's kind of a predictable thriller once you see what's going on, but at the same time, if you just like vibe with it, it's really fucking good. It's very much Evelyn Hugo meets Saltbird. Do with that information what you will. I think the storytelling aspect was good, and the way they were told through letters and stuff. I think the audiobook was really well done, especially Ruby's voice. That's what I imagined Evelyn Hugo's voice to be. I didn't listen to the audiobook for Evelyn Hugo, but I've read it physically twice, and if you haven't read it yet, read that book. I also read a little bit more of Curious Tides, and I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm 40 pages in, and it's very much dark academia vibes with a library and all these books and this bookish guy Baz. I love him, and he's like introverted but willing to discuss books type of energy. I'm definitely going to continue this. I just don't know if I want to continue it tonight because it's like 9:30 p.m. and I haven't hit my 100 pages yet. Well, I don't know. I haven't calculated with The Heiress, but I don't think I hit my 100 pages yet. So I might just like start another room. Oh wait, I have Heartless still. Maybe I'll read some of that. I don't know. I've been in a fantasy mood, so maybe I'll just say fuck it and just keep reading this. I'm ending this regardless. So hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you made it to the end of this video, what did I read? The striker. Put a soccer ball to represent the striker. There's a soccer ball emoji, right? If not, put the Christmas tree emoji for the Christmas tree farm, or both. I hope you had a 5-star day. Don't forget to do some self-care, and I'll see you in my next video.